You don't struggle with Islam because you are weak, my friend. You struggle because no one taught you how to actually works in real life. So if you've tried to be better, prayed more, watched reminders, made intentions, and somehow it just felt heavier, more guilt, more pressure, even more quitting, this video is for you. There are 6 simple truths that once you see them, make your relationship with Allah Azza wa Jal feel clear. Not perfect, not magical, just clear. Let me explain. A lot of people genuinely want to be closer to Allah. They pray sometimes, they listen to talks, they make plans, but Islam starts feeling stressful, like you're always behind, always falling, always not there yet. So you tell yourself, maybe I'm not strong enough, maybe I'm a hypocrite, I'll fix myself later. What if the problem isn't effort, it's misunderstanding? Because once things make sense, you don't need hype. You move naturally. So before we talk about discipline, habits, or even iman, there are 6 truths you need to look in first. Let's start with the first one. So truth number 1 is approval addiction. Here is the first thing that keeps most people stuck without realizing it. It's not laziness, it's not weak iman, it's approval. A lot of people think they are afraid of failing Islam, but what they are really afraid of is how they will look, what people will say, how they will be judged, whether they will seem too much or not enough. Once you notice this, you start seeing it everywhere. Someone wants to pray more regularly, but they don't want to be seen as suddenly religious. Someone wants to stop a habit, but they are scared of the comments. Someone wants to change, but they keep waiting for the version of themselves that won't be awkward or even misunderstood. So instead of asking, my friend, what does Allah want from me right now, they keep asking, what will people think if I do this? That's the trap here, my friend. When the Deen is built on approval, it becomes exhausting. You are always adjusting, always performing, always checking the room. And slowly after, without noticing, you start sacrificing your own sincerity just to stay comfortable around people whose lives you don't even want. And here is the uncomfortable part. If you are not willing to be misunderstood for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal, you will stay exactly where you are. Not because Allah is distant, but because you are choosing safety over truth. At some point, my friend, you have to decide who you want approval from. You can either live truly to please everyone around you, or live at peace knowing you are moving in the right direction, even if it looks messy at first. And the moment you stop fighting judgment, something strange happens. It loses its power. You realize you can't tolerate people's opinions. You don't break, you don't disappear, you're still here. That's where freedom starts. So do this one simple thing. Think of one action you've been delaying purely because of what people might think. Not because it's hard, not because it's impossible, just because it feels uncomfortable. Take one small step toward it today. Not to prove anything to anyone, not to be perfect, just to be honest. Because once you learn that you can carry judgment and still move toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being close to Him stops feeling heavy. It starts feeling real. Truth number 2, the trade. And it's simple. Getting closer to Allah costs something. Not in a dramatic way, not your personality, not your happiness. It usually costs comfort. A lot of people say they want a different life with Allah, but they are not willing to give up the life they are currently protecting. Same habits, same routines, same circles, same distractions. Then they wonder why nothing changes. The truth is, you don't get the life you want, you get the life you build. And most people are building comfort while asking Allah for growth. Your time already, my friend, shows what you value. Your screen time, your sleep, your spending, your weekends. That's not judgment, that's just information. If those things don't line up with the person you say you wanna be, then be honest. Right now, comfort matters more, and that's okay to admit. Because you can't change what you won't acknowledge. So do this. Look at one habit that keeps stealing from your focus, your peace, or your consistency. Just 1. Replace it with something slightly better for 1 week. Not forever, not perfectly, just intentionally. Small trades done consistently are how closeness to Allah actually grows. So the truth number 3, motion before clarity. Most people think they need to feel ready before they change. They don't. They are waiting to feel motivated, waiting to feel confident, waiting to feel clean enough. But clarity here doesn't come first, my friend. Movement does. You don't feel closer to Allah and then start praying consistently. You start showing up, my friend, and closeness follows. Readiness is a trap here. If you wait for it, nothing starts. Action comes first, then experience, then confidence. That's how it works. So take one thing you have been postponing in your Deen. Break it down to the smallest step possible. Do it today, not tomorrow. Not because you feel ready, but because starting is what makes things clear. Truth number 4. Thoughts are noise. Not every thought in your head, my friend, deserves your attention. Some of them are just noise. Doubt, maybe guilt. You are fake. You'll never change. Those thoughts feel real, but they are not facts. Islam doesn't judge you for having them. It looks at what you choose to act on. Instead of fighting the thought, notice it. I'm having the thought that I'm failing, that distance matters. Once you stop, my friend, identifying with every thought, it loses power. You stop letting your mind drive your Deen. You don't need a new brain, my friend. You just need better filter. Truth number 5. Acceptance is strength. Most people stay stuck because they keep fighting reality. They fight their weaknesses. They fight their feelings. They fight where they are right now. Islam doesn't ask you to deny any of that. It asks you to be honest. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's stopping the war. So what? Changes everything. So what? I slept. So what? I feel weak. So what? This is uncomfortable. I can carry this and still moving towards Allah. Once you stop, my friend, resisting where you are, moving forward gets easier. Truth number 6. Audit your beliefs. A lot of people aren't far from Allah Azza wa Jal. They just believe the wrong things about Him. They think one mistake ruins everything. They think consistency means perfection. They think feeling fear means they should stop. Those, my friend, aren't truths. They are beliefs. And unfortunately, my friend, untested beliefs quietly run your life. So take one belief that keeps you stuck. Something like, I'll never change, I'm already too far gone, and ask 3 questions. Is this logical? Is there real proof? Does this belief help me to move on closer to Allah? If it doesn't, replace it with something you can actually live with. Not fake positivity, something real, like I can start small and still be sincere. Or Allah cares about my return, not my perfection. Act on the belief, my friend, once and it starts becoming real. That's how change actually sticks. So my friend, if this video helped you clear things up for you, that's exactly what this channel is for. No pressure, no guilt, just Islam explained in a way that actually makes sense in real life. So if you want to understand Islam without feeling overwhelmed or behind, subscribe now, my friend. New videos like this every week, inshallah. And remember, you don't need to be perfect to start, you just need clarity.